Some of the kids moved on into here. The kids are actually moving around doing these things. They're watching TV. What's going on in here? Mars fighters are the best. Oh shit! Weren't Mars Fighters the fucking comedy duo that we ran into in the sub-story in Kiwami 2? Of just like the one constantly insulting the other and everything? And then when they changed up their routine, they were... Oh my god, that's amazing. That's so cool. Holy shit. Oh god, I love how the Yakuza games treat 100% completion as canon. And if you saw those little things in previous things that you get to see, you get those little moments of payoff in later games. I love how they do that. Like, if Kiryu met a character in a sub-story before and meets them again, he knows them. It's not just, oh, we're redoing the same thing. Or even just little things like that. You did a sub-story in 2, and now you get to see that the Mars fighters are actually, like, successful and stuff. Sub-story continuity is fantastic. It's honestly amazing that, like... I honestly... I mean, there's not many games that I play that are, like, full open world series like this, where it's multiple games after one another, and things like that. Like, even in RPGs where there's side quests and stuff like that, there's not many games that I play where, like, or series that I've played where it's a bunch of RPGs following one another and everything like that. So there's not many opportunities for that stuff to occur, but I don't see, like, how much they take 100% completion as canon in this and just roll with it for all the future games. I don't see that in many other games to the extent that Yakuza does it, and I fucking love it. I mean, the fact that, like, Daigo is clearly a very important character now. You can meet him back in Yakuza 0. Hell, you meet Ryuji back in 0, and that fucking, he's stealing pants for, like, with Majima, and then you run into the fortune teller who's just like, you're gonna go fight that kid later on in, like, 22 years. Awesome. What do you want to be when you grow up, Eri-chan? That's her name, Eri. 0 is a special case. Well, yeah, 0 being made previously, but there is still some stuff there that they might, like, they call back to because it's in a future game, and they're just like, yo, look, it is here. Oh, but even 0 has it because Kiwami 2 got remade in Yuki, and the entirety of Foreshine continuing on from Sunshine back in 0, even that stuff. And it's nice to know that they've kept, like, there is still, because I'm now doing, like, not the remake, so this was made way before Kiwami 2, we're still going to get those moments because they kept those moments in Kiwami 2 and still referenced them when they originally made Yakuza 3 compared to Yakuza 2. So we're still going to get some of that. Mass Effect and Dragon Age did that a lot. Should Mass Effect be on the list? With the remakes and Legendary Editions and everything, is Mass Effect a series that people would be interested in me playing through? I don't know the story or anything about it. I know people didn't like the ending of 3, but I don't know why. But I know it's a whole game about, like, making choices, building bonds with people, making good and evil choices, or just, like, difficult choices between things. Would people be interested in me doing Mass Effect or not? I have no idea. 0 did that thing you complained about in Birth by Sleep where they tried to shove a bunch of later game stuff into the prequel to make you go, look, the thing! You just didn't recognize it because you played it first. Well, so, yeah, now it's a situation of, oh, look, it's now done the thing that I saw from before. But, so, like, so far the stuff that I've seen is reasonable. Like, Kiryu knowing Daigo as a kid is reasonable because it's literally Kiryu's boss. And it's his child, so, like, that is reasonable. The Ryuji one is forced because Ryuji is so fucking young, but he's still tall and, like, built as shit in 0. The Ryuji one is forced, I will say that. In retrospect, Ryuji's forced. Speaking of that, fortune teller even said that Kiryu would have 9 kids or something like that. Also talked about the Yakuza 1 plot. I only remember the Ryuji one, so yeah, I don't even remember that stuff. I prefer fantasy medieval setting, but it's really good. I mean, there is also Dragon Age, but I don't, like, I've heard more positive stuff about Mass Effect compared to Dragon Age, in the fact that I've heard Dragon Age exists, and I don't know what people's opinions are of it, and I don't even know anything about the game. I just know people, I know it exists, and there was, like, one girl who I used to know who really liked it. Mass Effect is nice, so why the hell not? Because of the backlog length? Nah. Maybe when I clear up all of the Metal Gear, I'll get to Mass Effect. Complain about 3's ending is that it's not a combination of choices made throughout the games. That's all I know about the Mass Effect series. Okay. Mass Effect's more consistent in quality. Well, it's also only 3 games. Isn't there, like, way more than 3 games for Dragon Age? I mean, I guess there's also Mass Effect Andromeda, but I don't think anyone likes that, so I don't even know if it'd be worth LPing. Dragon Age 1 and 3 are super popular. 2's the Black Sheep. Oh, awesome. I'm a biggest fan of Dragon Age compared to Mass Effect. I only played the first Dragon Age, though, but I've heard decent things. What about The Witcher? Should I chuck The Witcher on the list? Is it even worthwhile trying to go back to Witcher 1 and 2? I've heard those games have aged poorly. Harry's gonna be a flight attendant. You're such an airhead. Hee hee. You're all mocking each other. Which one's horrible to play? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, let's go. I'm excited. I don't even know if I can stream it. The Witcher 1 is the one that has the sex cards, right? Like if you fuck someone, you get a trading card that's like them naked. I honestly don't even know if you're allowed to stream The Witcher 1. So but also because I'm the type of person I wouldn't want to play Witcher 3 without playing 1 and 2, even though I know that's a bad idea. Couldn't make it past the tutorial. 2's good. Deku says 1 and 2 are bad. But I wouldn't want to. But I hear good things about 3. But I wouldn't want to play 3 without playing 1 and 2 for character development, build up, payoff, and stuff like that. Just in case for that stuff. Because that's the type of person that I am. I've made my entire Let's Play, entire fucking saga that I've gone through, going through entire series. So I don't know. Which is off the table for that because the first 2 are too bad to play. Taichi. Oh, Uncle Kaz. Don't tell anyone about this, but do you think you can find out who's been bullying Shiro for me? I already know. That's what I was trying to tell you before. Who is it? Some kid named Yoshinori, but what? It's kind of complicated. Yoshinori's the son of Shiro's teacher. Of course! Oh, so, okay, Hashimoto is just the biggest scumbag, because it's his literal fucking kid. What? Are you sure? Hashimoto would be in big trouble if he admitted his own son was a bully. So I don't know if you'll ever fess up. Cool, I now have even more reasons to beat up Hashimoto. Now I really need to get involved. I better check with Shiro again to make sure. Uncle Kaz. Kiryu could definitely be making things worse here. Whether it will go that way or not, I don't know at this stage. But Kiryu could definitely be possibly making things worse with what he's doing here. Dragon Age 1 and 8 are kind of sideways, but the mechanics aren't bad. The game is still fun and nothing's actually broken or updated, but they're definitely recognizably of their time. Okay. I mean, honestly, I would say currently playing Yakuza 3, that's the case. This game doesn't look bad, it doesn't control bad or anything. It's just, you look at it, and you can tell this is a PS3 game. This is an early PS3 game, and it's just a better resolution now, because it's been remastered. But this game feels PS3 as shit. You know, playing it on my DualSense 5. Shiro, Taichi told me about what's been going on. Has the teacher's son really been bullying you? Yeah. Why didn't you tell me sooner? Please, Shiro, I need you to talk to me. But Yoshinori, he said his dad plays golf with Akasaka Sensei from the city council. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's government corruption too. Fuck yeah, nice. That you get them to shut down Morning Glory if I tattled on him. Guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. It's okay, Shiro. Don't cry. I'm not crying. I'm just frustrated. I can understand. Yoshinori only picks on kids when he knows they're not going to fight back. It's not right. Don't worry. Morning Glory's not going anywhere. Huh? I promise. So next time he tries to mess with you, I want you to stand up for yourself. You hear me? Mm-hmm. The next day... Figured out why Shiro's so down, but that's not enough. I gotta fix this somehow. Even remastered Mass Effect 1 still has jank with it. Same with Yakuza 3. I mean, that's the thing. Like, the level of jank that I'm experiencing in this game, I'm fine with so far. Again, I am the stupid bitch who decided to, like, in my Kingdom Hearts series, play Coded and Days on the DS instead of just watching the movies. So I'm not adverse to playing games that are a bit jank. Hell, Days is still one of my favorite Kingdom Hearts games. Combat's like, obviously, not as good as others, although the deck system and everything I still find very interesting. But hey, I can deal with, I honestly, because of streaming, I am way more able to deal with jank. Like, if I'm streaming something, I can deal with jank way more. If I've got people to talk to and things, like, and I'm vocalizing my thoughts on everything else that's happening outside of the jank, I can deal with jank and bullshit way easier while streaming. It's kind of perfect. Any game that I might get more frustrated with on my own personal time, I can just subject you all to it, and then you just have to carry the burden with me. It fucking works out. This is a parasitic relationship that we've got here, and I'm definitely the parasite. I'll still go to bat for Coded. That gameplay's head and shoulders above the other two Command Deck games. It's more so just that there's no fucking point to the combat in that game. That's the thing that pisses me off about Coded, is that Coded is just, like, it's already a really fucking short game, and it is padded to hell with its combat. Like, that's the shit that pisses me off about Coded so much, is that there's no fucking point to all of its combat. Like, it's fine in terms of how you act and everything. I still have issues with enemy AI encoded in that it's bad. I still have those issues with Coded. But how you fight as a character is fine encoded. It's just, it's already a short game and it's padded with, like, combat that is just in data cube spaces for half of it. And it's already the shortest Kingdom Hearts game, even with all that padding. Recom is the best deck game. I mean, I'll go back to bat for Chain of Memories. I'll do that. Everyone knows that that's my favorite Kingdom Hearts game. Even though I think Kingdom Hearts 2 is a better game, Chain of Memories is still my personal favorite because of the combat. Because nothing else exists like it. Some of that is likely because it was an old flip phone game. That is true. I keep forgetting that Coded did start as a mobile game. Everything okay, Kiryu-san? You look kind of worried. Hey there, Miara-san. Turns out Shira's been getting bullied at school. What? Who would go after a sweet kid like Shira-kun? I'd like to give them a piece of my mind. Don't worry, I'm going to do that for you. Well, it's a kid named Yoshinori, but his dad's the real problem. Apparently, he's pretty tight with the Akasaka-sensei. I mean, if I don't go about this the right way, they'll get the city council to shut down my orphanage. Really? That doesn't seem like the Akasaka-san I know. Wait, you know him? Of course. He's famous around these parts. Well, as famous as a city councilman can be. Anyway, he's definitely the honest type, not the kind of guy to use his position to settle grudges. Why don't you go talk to him? He loves chatting with his constituents, so I'm sure he'd be willing. Even so, I can't just go marching into City Hall over this. Maybe there was someone else I could run, somewhere else I could run into him. Oh, why don't you try the golf course? Why the golf course? That's where he spends most of his free time. They say he wouldn't be caught dead without his trusty set of clubs. Apparently he loves it so much he forgets to eat sometimes. But golf balls can't fill an empty stomach, you know. Huh. Wonder how he even finds time to work. Second that, Kiryu-san. Anyway, the monorail's the best way to get there. Just get off at the golf course station, and you're golden. Thanks to Tom Miura-san. Trying to go find out if those rumors are true. Damn. What we're dealing with in the plot in this game is so different to previous games. We're literally just trying to talk to a city councilman about a kid being bullied. Oh god. It's nice to know that the stakes aren't millions of people's lives are on the line. The stakes are just orphans are being bullied and beaten by other children. Still not great, but still. Gotta put out tiny chapters. I mean, there's also like only 4 islands encoded. So each chapter was still like a quarter of the game. Oh, I guess there was Castle Blooming at the end. What are you gonna do about the eviction? Oh, this is...
Oh.
That's the same dialogue. It's the next day and those two are having the same conversation in the middle of the street. How about you two? Yeah. Damn. They've had a conversation that's literally lasted a day, and they're saying the same thing to each other. I guess not a lot happens in Okinawa to actually, you know, have a bunch of talking. Full golf and sub-story and exploration time! Yes! You can now take a taxi or monorail trip to the golf course. Better go find Akasaka at the golf course. We're still talking about the ocean, I want to go eat. I'm annoyed at how hungry I am, considering I ate before the stream. It's just seeing all the curry. Can I go? Fucking do it. You can upgrade abilities, nice. Can I go around? Yes, I can go around the entire city. And there's way more marked on the city. Oh god, shogi, pawn shops, grills. Hey! Oh, so those places that those people were talking about, the ice cream and the steak place, are actually here. Nice. Okinawa. There we go. Aqua Sky, the Night Guide, Cabaret Club Flawless, Mahjong Camp, Karaoke Con! Oh, that's where we're going! We're immediately going to karaoke. Fuck sub stories. Burrito family. Awamori Gura, that's the shop then. The Saba places. Smile Burger. M stores. Taxis everywhere. Triangle button. Ah! There is also a triangle button to show you everything. I gotta learn the lay of the land by just look. Actually, I should fucking go. Damn it! I should. No! Upgrades. Counter attacks while downed and speed of combo attacks. Ooh, I feel like I should get that more than anything else. Escape grab faster, limit of health gauge, throw an enemy on a downed enemy, or makes it difficult to be knocked down when in heat mode and increases the maximum limit. Nah, I'm gonna get faster combo attacks. Faster combo attacks definitely is what I want first. Oh wow, we're already getting Lotus school stuff. Okay, it's a longer charge kick. Nice. Okay. Hi, dude. You okay there? So on the so sub stories, how do they function in this game? Oh, is it the question marks? Okay, giant green question marks. I'm looking for the old square with the exclamation point. Okay. Giant question marks is where our sub stories are. Okay, well one of them is over towards Karaoke. So let's go over that way. It's one of my least favorite things about the later Yakuza games. Kiryu has already been taught Kamaki and later school techniques, so now he's just remembering them. I mean, yeah, no, he's done a lot of training with both of them now, so yeah. So he's just like, oh yeah, no, it's been a while since I've been in the groove of combat, so I just got, oh, whoops. I accidentally walked into Shogi. I'm not doing Shogi, fuck off. I'm yet to learn these games yet. Color question marks, although there are still going to be hidden ones. Nice. Nice. Fuck yeah. Fortunately, I do have a guide by Cyril Z open on my computer. I probably won't need it now, because I'm not going to get to the point where I'm actually getting the story just yet, but I will need it in the future. Just like before, when I get to the point where sub-stories start appearing on each chapter, just look around and just be like, okay, gotta make sure I've done everything. Ah, you can like walk around little places here. Oh, and this is a little, okay, nice little shortcut to the main boulevard. Nice. Nice. Okinawa. Ah, just a nice little souvenir store that's open to the front. Cookies, fruit juice, turmeric candy. Oh yes, give me some of that turmeric candy. Goya candy, sobas, all your different sobas. Damn. Look at all this product placement. Look at all the product placement. Oh my god, there's so much of it. It's actually really easy one completion points. Actually, playing sucks. I don't know the rules of shogi. I would play those games in this if I knew the rules. The problem is that the tutorials in Yakuza games for those games suck ass, and I need to learn it outside of Yakuza, which I do want to do. I would like to at least properly play one game of Mahjong before I get through all the Yakuza games. But I just need to learn it outside of Yakuza, because trying to learn it in this fucking sucks. You don't have to go to a special trainer to relearn them, most of them anyhow. So it actually feels like Kiryu's power is growing, since techniques that used to be special are now just part of his regular kit. Yeah, he is getting more powerful and more strong as time goes on, because he's just adding everything to his fucking list. It really looks like I should be able to go into that codename building with the way the camera zooms out on it, but I guess I can't. I mean, the Kamaki Tiger Drop at this point may as well just be the Kiryu Tiger Drop, right? Look at all the birds flying everywhere. This is a nice little peaceful town. It's a very different type of place to both of the other places that we've been. Like, it is actually just a nice little peaceful town. It's not a giant nightclub district. It is actually just it's still like a city kind of thing with like it's built up enough that it's still a city, but it's a much smaller city. And a nice peaceful place. I like this. Japanese chess, so learning how to play is more about learning all the pieces, and you kind of just need to guide on another monitor for that. No, I'll just learn to speak the language. No, it's also, you have to remember, I don't know how to play chess either. There is also this issue. Aqua Sky. Drinking place. Nothing in that building. Ooh. Hi there, sub-story, man. Ooh. Now we'll start a sub-story, fuck it. Thinking time-wise. Nah, we got time. Hey, what's wrong? You look like a vein's about to pop. Oh, well, I really shouldn't be bothering a random stranger with this, but business hasn't been going so good lately. You mean at this cabaret club? That's right, I'm the manager here, and it's a long story. Hey, would you mind if I asked for some advice? Sure, why not? I've run one before. Canonically, in this game, I don't think so, because I know in Yakuza 2, that didn't exist. Like, the whole Foreshine thing didn't exist in that. So I don't know if canonically in Yakuza 3, they consider that Kiryu's run a cabaret club before. But he's visited them, I think. I don't know you stand in the street, so let's talk inside. Oh, fancy place. Look at those water tubes with the bubbles going up. Oh, I love those things. They're ridiculous, but I love them. Starting with the worst sub-story. Woo, this one's going to take a while. Oh, God, really? Really? I started with the worst sub-story? Are you shitting me? I started with the worst one? Oh, nice. There's a girl named Natsume who works at the club. She's the number one hostess on the roster. She's pretty, she brings in the crowd, she's even got wealthy members of the elite wrapped around her finger. It's unbelievable. That's a good thing, right? Not exactly. She's been using her status as leverage to influence the club's business decisions. Ah, on top of that, she's developed a terrible attitude at work. And it seems she wants me fired from the club. Oh. Why don't you fire her first then? You can't do that. She's responsible for so much of our revenue that losing her would completely be the end of us. Sassy as she is. I just don't know how to understand how a person could start out with such passion and optimism, yet turn out so cold and conniving. Maybe I wasn't such a fool of a manager. Oh. Well, it was in our award... why did I read that as award-winning? Jesus Christ, Brian. What the fuck? Our hard-working manager. Just what are you plotting over here? Oh, that's Natsumi-chan. Oh, haven't seen you around here before. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm off to Hawaii as it is. Hold down the fort for me, Kay. You can't just up and abandon us. This is your job. Not to burst your bubble, but my ride's almost here. Catch you later, Daddy-o. She's just going on holiday to Hawaii. Do we get to go to Hawaii? Is that what the sub-story is? We go to Hawaii and deal with this shit? Nice. I think it's not going to be that, is it? Really has no control over her, huh? Hey, wait, I just had the best idea. Why don't you work at our club for a while? What? It'll be great. You can work for us, bring in some cash for yourself, and coach a fine young lady to knock Natsume off her throne. I have a hunch she's the type that'll only come once her senses that she loses her top position. And I'll admit my leadership hasn't amounted to much. Well, I'm sure you've got the grit to get the job done. So when can you start? Sure. I don't know if I'll be much help, but I suppose I could give it a shot. Trust me, you'll be helping us out plenty. Allow me to introduce myself then. I'm Sakaki, and you are? I'm Kiryu. Kiryu-san. Let you to recruit a new hostess right away. Wait, I'm not going to be coaching the hostess is already working for you? I'm afraid all our girls have fallen under Natsume's spell, so there won't be much you could do. It'd be far more effective to start with someone you brought in yourself. I'm a random stranger you brought in on the street for this, alright. I guess that makes sense. Oh, and here's some operating funds. Sorry so much, but it'll be useful for at least a few major expenses. Jesus Christ. Let's outright do it then. I'll have one of our staff members bring up to speed. Ah, how about Koji? He'll know what to do. I really have just been pulled into immediate full-blown sub-story territory, haven't I? I've just been dragged into a cabaret club and immediately told, go hire a new person and, like, train them here. Just immediately. Hello, I'm Koji. Damn it, Maki, why have you got 3 fucking, lockers? You're so greedy, Jesus. I'm Koji, one of the staff members here. It's truly a pleasure to meet you. Likewise, Kiryu. I'll be assisting you going forward, Kiryu-san. Let's recruit a new hostess. Okay, what should we do first? Simple. All you need to do is look for charming girls in downtown Ryukyu and approach them. I'm sure at least some of them are qualified to work here, Kiryu-san. If you see someone who's a good fit, please bring them over to the club. Just literally pulling in girls off the street. It's how we always do this, isn't it? We have room for one extra staff member, so please make sure you bring someone who genuinely interests you. I'll be leaving it to you. Thanks for your help. Oh, fuck. What? So now I just need to... People told me that continuing sub-stories in this isn't marked on the map. This is technically the first Cabaret Club minigame, and it's rough. Is this going to take as long as what Cabaret Club has taken in 0 and 2? But it's a single sub-story? Is this what I'm being told? It hasn't even started as a sub-story yet. It literally hasn't even appeared as a... Oh, no, it did. You don't get a thing that tells you for this? You don't get a sub-story start giving you the name of it in this game? Aww. It's shorter overall, but far less interesting. Fuck yeah, let's go. Okay, straight to the top. And far less fun. Okay. Okay. They don't have the title, titles. I forget which game that started in. Damn it! All the stuff about the old games. No! I missed the stuff that I'm saying. Getting that sub-story start sound was so fun. Hatsumachi? Is that just this area of town, or is that building? Or is it this? No, it's the area. Okay. So that's the cabaret club, yeah. So what's this then? Night guide. Oh, Jesus. Why the fuck are you glaring at us like that? You want me to fucking deck you? What? Titles is only featured from 0 onwards? Oh, Jesus. I walked into a night guard place and I'm immediately beating the crap out of someone. Okay. Oh, okay, and now there's more people here. Nice, okay. Why? Why have just these random people shown up to try and fight me? Oh, okay, I have to literally walk outside to fight this dude. There we go. So you mean I'm not gonna see the subtitle titles again until fucking 6? Because 5 was made before 0 as well, right? I'm not gonna see that little pop-up for that long? Oh my god. Goddamn, alright. Oof. You really pack a punch. I'm just gonna overlook this one. I got a moist 5,000 yen. That's a Yakuza game. Of course random people are gonna walk up and fight you. I was in the middle of a building and someone just wanted to fight me. I don't understand what just happened. I just shattered that window. Hi, buddy. The place is red, but we're still open. Okay, Bar, Aqua Sky, and Hostess Club flawless. Alright. I'm so confused. Yeah, the adjectives. I don't want a moist 5,000 yen. Tell me about flawless. What would you like to know about flawless? Oh. Are these the different hostesses I can visit? For just in my own time to befriend them? Or are they hostesses that I'm trying to recruit? No, because they sit on the street. Bar over in South Hatsumachi. Quite roomy and very popular. Perfect place to meet new people. While you're there, don't forget to enjoy a game. Pool of dollars. They're back. Hell yeah. Okay, so there are hostesses. Flawless is its own hostess club. You can visit but not recruit. Like the hostesses, you can visit like in Kiwami 1, but with way more of them. It already took long enough to do it in Kiwami 1, and there was 2 of them. How many are we talking about in these? How long is hostess stuff in all of these games? Jesus, I feel like it's been in every game. My presentation went great. Time to celebrate with some Tatakatan. I definitely pronounced that wrong. Is that the shochu made from perilla leaves? All the girls at the office are obsessed with it. We usually mix it with cranberry juice. You know, we should get the team together and head down to a bar. Good idea. Everyone's been working so hard lately, after all. Might be nice to take a night off. Well then, let's get going. Mind giving her at the company a call? Tanta Katan, huh? I should remember this when I'm over at the cabaret club. Oh, we can talk to random people in the street and find... Okay, interesting. See the completion list menu for hostesses. 10. The whole list of girls he gave you, each of them have their own multi-visit dialogues ending with a sub-story. Oh, God. So that lesbian and the other girl that I had in Kiwami 1, it's that, but there's 10 of them in this. I saved hostess for the end, was a pain. I should be more careful in this game to not do all of the hostess stuff at the end. I should be more careful of trying to space out all of the side activities and stuff like that in between chapters as I go through the game. Remind me of this and keep me to it. Big side projects that I need to focus on like that, get a decent, like, do a chunk of it before, like, in every chapter. So I can move onwards. Keep me to that, because, like, there was a good 30 episodes where no story happened in Kiwami 2 because of construction and that. If you can do 3 right now, I would likely suggest doing them sooner rather than later. And I'm not going to do them at this very second, because there'll be a whole thing. But we'll do, yeah, we'll start with some of them and stuff like that before we move on into that. Yeah, honestly, I'm thinking to end right now. I should just go to do some karaoke and we can just end it there for today. And then between that, we'll do like some hostess, some sub-stories, some hostess, some playing with the other mini games. I feel like there's going to be a lot for this game. If I'm both training an individual hostess and seeing 10 others, I feel like, once again, like in Kiwami 2 and 0, and a little bit of 1, a lot of this game is going to be focused on being around hostesses. You can get gossip from a lot of stuff which will help you when talking to the hostesses. And that's a very different situation to the hostesses in the previous games. I know that's a karaoke place, I just kind of want to look around the corner here, see what we've got here. Because I also just do need to explore this place. I just want to look around. You know, I like this little town so far. Are they... Ow! Oh my god, is this type of sub-story again? Oh my god, is this type of sub-story again? The fucking shakedown dudes from 1.
What?
Watch where you going, jackass? Huh? You're walking around Hudson Marchi and act like you haven't heard of us? Better learn who you're screwing with, asshole. Are you kind of overreacting? We barely touched each other. Are you alright, Anarchy? What's wrong? You break a bone or something? My shoulder. I think I got a compound fracture. The pain! Oh, the pain! Sorry, pal. This is serious. Anarchy's hurt real bad. It's all your fault, clumsy ass. What do you got to say for yourself? I don't have time for your little game. And you got a conscience, pal. You broke his damn shoulder. We really ought to sue you for the hospital bill, but we ain't no savages. I bet you just hand over 10 grand and we call it even. Let me think. Fuck you. I'm not giving you a single yen. What are you, stupid? After we were nice enough to give you a chance to settle out of court. I'm gonna beat your ass. Now you're just fucking with us. We're gonna send you floating down the Kamurocho River. Akiri's just like, this shit again. Wait, what just happened? Is this fight music in fucking Ryukyu, or is this just for this particular type of fight? There we go. Ow, fuck you. Ah, you're gone, haha. Get into the wall! Oh! Backbreaker against the pole. Nice. There we go. Oh, goodness. Hell yes. You done? We're sorry, we must have been confused. Oh. Hey, I think getting hit fixed my shoulder. Really? Did you hear that, mister? You fixed your shoulder. We hope this covers your trouble. And now I get 10,000 yen. We gotta be going. Oh. Assholes. You got 2,000 experience points. Did that count as a sub-story? Everything is possible to level up. The game's not letting me pause for a while. Did that count as a sub-story? It was a sub-story! Sub-story complete! What's the star next to it, just to tell you that it's completed? Or is it the purple that tells you it's completed? Or is it both? It's purple... I'm not sure. So it doesn't even tell you, like, it's just if you get a bunch of experience after a situation like that, you know you probably beat the sub-story. You know you probably beat the sub-story in that case. Ah, pardon me, hiccups. How many levels I got? 7. I could get one of the others then. Better charge kick, more heat mode. Pardon me, better things. I want this one. Grab an enemy, triangle near a downed enemy. New heat moves. For some stories you can complete, but get wrong, you don't get a star, but you still get a check mark. You get a check if you complete it, but star if you get the best ending. No difference for completion. But I'll know that I've only got a check mark instead of a star. Is it worthwhile save scumming on sub stories to try and get that? Hannibal's cheered 20. Thank you for the bits, Hannibal. Is it worth save scumming at the beginning of sub stories if I want those stars? Because I also feel like if you get the star, the sub story is going to be the most interesting, right? Like, if you get it wrong, can you just, like, the sub-story's finished, but you just miss out on the entire sub-story? Series E's guide directly mentions that checkmarks don't count for completion, but count for personal shame. No, that's worse! That's worse! Fuck, I'm gonna want to save scum sub-stories, aren't I, just for that. God damn it. I mean, that's a thing that happens in the previous games as well. Like, you can say the wrong thing in a sub-story and do that. Like, the whole water scam thing that, like, I got done by that one. Because my headcanon was that Kiryu would fall for scams. But I guess the idea is that he doesn't. Even though I'm pretty sure he's a kind of a dumb person. That was a thing in previous games, but it never, like, personally stamped you with a fail mark before. Fuck. Fuck! Balls and anus! So those are the minigame based sub-stories that you can fuck up and might want to save before. I'm gonna save before all of them. Saving's not actually... no, fuck, because you can't save anywhere. You can only save at the actual phone booths in this game, isn't that right? Fuck. Yeah, you can only save at phone booths. Damn it. Alright, I'll sing. I'm just gonna feel bad if I don't get to see the whole thing. Karaoke is a rhythm game which you press buttons shown on the on-screen in time with the song. Simply press the indicated button when the cursor reaches it. Make sure to press the correct buttons at the right time to get the most points. The better your timing, the more points you'll get. If your timing is really off, your press won't count even if it was the correct button. Do your best to do it. Yeah, it's just... There we go. We can switch between lyrics? What? We can switch between Japanese and English lyrics? What? What? God damn. Kamurocho Lullaby, Yuri's first song, technically. Actually, yeah, there's 6 songs here, and it doesn't tell me which ones I'm doing, like, I'm singing or doing backup for. So Kamurocho Lullaby, start with that one. We're not even in Kamurocho. Only for what it shows on screen, either direct translations or just the Japanese words being sung. Okay. But we can get direct translations in this game. We can know what the songs are about without having to look it up afterwards. This is the first game to have karaoke. Oh, so original 1 and 2 didn't have karaoke then. Okay. Oh, okay, so when you go into the song, it'll tell you whether you want to sing or change song. So if I go to, like, Shooting Star, will it say, okay, and so it does tell you which ones are Kiryu and which ones are just someone else. Okay. It does tell you whether it's a song sung by Kiryu or not. That's the thing I wasn't sure about. Kamurocho Lullaby is the only song Kiryu can sing in this game. Also, all the others are going to be Hostess stuff. Okay. Well, it's important to do this early. The outro music becomes whatever karaoke song there is, so it's important that we do this early. So, Kamurocho Lullaby. It's around Tenkaichi Street there. Ooh. With Kiryu, Haruka, and the rest of Hostesses. Oh, listen to the music. Hell yeah. Jesus Christ, that sounded so quick. The button inputs are not very good in this game.
雪は飾る人で汚れた街でさえも花咲いても花散るとも眩しい雪月か
Knowing what the timing is for buttons is very not good in this. Knowing the timing for the button inputs is nowhere near as clear in this as it is at 0 or 1. It's a bit funky. I still got 80. I know you need 90 for the good score. And the song that song was good. That song was good, but you can tell that, like, yeah, if this is the first karaoke, it doesn't go as intense as what later karaoke songs do. Like, it's a much simpler, more basic kind of song and everything like that. Okay. Trying to be too disappointed by a transition. I mean, it was just Tim's, like, singing on a stage surrounded by, like, hallmark things of Kamurocho. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, I literally just made it onto the board. I literally just made it onto the board. Let's see here. Reminisce. Is that just to see it without having to play it? I guess so. Next game is where karaoke really starts. Again, there's parts of Yakuza 3 that I'm gonna have to get used to of just, oh yeah, these are the older games, so I'll have to be, just be aware of that as I go into them and stuff. I already know mentally that that's what I've got to do, so. I mean, Kiryu's voice is still golden in that song. And it's not even that I think it's a bad song, it's just, you can tell just the level of escalation, complexity, etc., etc., is not as high in that compared to other things. Oh. Oh, okay. We found a possible hostess candidate. Okay, for the different hostess candidates, is there an actual difference? Do I have to pick the right girl on the street to have a chance of actually succeeding at this? Do the different girls that I come across on the street have, like, different storylines and things like that they could possibly go through? Or is it just kind of all one generic size fits all, choose whoever you think is bae? And then the starting stats are different, but you can probably just pick any. Which one has the most interesting story? Because that's the one I'll start with. Hey, salmon, rice balls, and bentos are still here. There's no story, just pick the best looking one. Got it. I will go around and I will decide which one, personally, is the one that makes me the hardest. And we'll work from there. Damn, look at the hot pepper. Hangers? Just hangers to hang stuff by. Lighter fluids. Damn. A lot of this stuff really just seems like you can buy it because, you know, it's stuff that shops itself. I'm gonna buy a couple bentos. Just so I have health items. All of them essentially the same, I believe. I only need one for the sub-story, and it's the only sub-story for the hostess minigame. But for completion, you have to do all... Jesus Christ. Deku, did you do that? Have you actually done that, Deku? Did you go through and do this sub-story, but with every possible girl? Is that a thing that you did? And yeah, I should probably put away all of my junk here that I'm not using. And Haruka's candy, because, you know, I'm gonna use that. It's actually bulletproof. 2 small to block bullets now. Not sure why I have that. Put away the fish and the bait. And we'll just move all of this. Just so if I need healing items, I've got something. I haven't come across a proper drugstore yet, but you know. This is something. This is also why I could never play Resident Evil 4 on stream, because attaché case stuff. Oh my god, half of my fucking Let's Play would just be attaché case management. What the entire fucking thing would be. It would be a nightmare, everyone would hate it. Anyway, I will save it there, and we'll end it there. I feel like it's going to be a hot minute before we continue the story. Okay, so I completed all 5, but the only additional reward is money, not part, no part of the completion list. Oh. So here's my question. I've been told that, like, if you don't do sub-stories when they appear, you get blocked off from them and you can't do them ever again. Does that apply to this particular sub-story for this hostess? Or is that one of the ones that you can continue doing afterwards? Because I've just been warned a lot of sub-stories, if you don't do them when they're available immediately, you can't go back and do them until post-game. Which, I don't want to do that, because I don't like doing post... I don't want to do post-game in Yakuza games. I want to finish the game with a big dramatic story conclusion, because it just feels the most fitting. You only need one for the sub-story and trophies and stuff. No need to do them all unless you hate yourself. Okay. There are only some specific sub-stories that are locked out forever. This is not one of them. Okay. There might be a bit more story if you do all of them, but not worth it to find out. It's nice to know that you also have your limits, Deku. It is nice to know that you've also got your limits on how much is too much bullshit to do in these games. Anyway, I'm going to end it here. I'm enjoying Yakuza 3 so far. Like, there's definitely the jankness of, like, this is the first PS3 Yakuza. It's the first Yakuza that's not 1 or 2. And it's just been remastered without, touching up any of that stuff. There's the obvious jankness, but, like, honestly, the jankness isn't getting in the way so far. It's just noticeable that it's there. The karaoke minigame doesn't feel as good to play. But I do it for hearing the new songs, because I like hearing them sing and everything like that. So, I'm still very much enjoying it. Like, we've got a different Kiryu. We've got a Kiryu with a different, like, who's got some growth. We've got this nice little peaceful city, like, coastal town, like, island town. It's really nice to see. Like, I'm enjoying this so far. I'm absolutely, like, nothing about this so far is disappointing in terms of, oh, it's an old Yakuza game. Nothing about it so far is disappointing in that regard. I'm very much enjoying what I'm seeing so far. You're not getting platinums or any of that post-big game stuff. Again, nice to know that you have limits. My limits are all sub-stories and any major side things like Majima construction or real estate and stuff like that. Like, that's where I draw the line for me personally. Anyway, I'm out of here. I will see you next time, where we will probably be doing a lot of sub-stories and mini-games. And probably hostesses as well. It might still be a hot minute before we continue the story. I feel like that's very much going to be how this game goes. But oh well! Until then, this is version 2, signing out.